morning and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, it's only a I call a reasonably short video. You've seen the video on the S1 X-Tool I've done, and the fact that I had to extend the extraction hose. I got another 5 meters, so it goes way down the drive now, side of the car. So I connected it, I printed a sleeve off, and Jubilee clipped them each where the join was to the sleeve. The only problem with that is I don't want to be undoing it every time I bring the hose back in, and once you've extended that hose, it's very difficult to push it back as it was. So what I've done is I've designed and 3D printed a magnetic joint. I'm going to show you in a moment, and I'll show you when it's been printed. Now, you can go on Thingiverse, you can go on Make a World. I mean, there's lots of magnetic clips and joints for extraction hose and various other things, and for dust extraction for your saws. There's lots of them. And it's so easy to just do one of those, get one, print it and use it. But it doesn't keep, as I said in the video, the grey matter going. I like to design my own and see what I can come up with. And yeah, it's my design, but it works, and I'm really pleased with it. It's made out of ABS, and ABS is quite a strong material, and I like to use it in the shop if I'm 3D printing out. I did print some little clips, the hold downs for the honeycomb panels. You know, I use them on my D1. I have magnetic ones for the S1 that came with it, but I do use these clips as well. They fit all the honeycombs and they're brilliant, and I made them out of ABS. PLA, it's okay. I mean, ABS isn't that expensive now, so it's reasonably okay to use in the workshop, and if you break it, just print another one off. But you need, obviously, to print it right, you need an enclosed printer. I'm not saying you can't print it on an open one. I have done in the past when I didn't have an enclosed one, but I use the Bamboo Labs X1C, and it's been absolutely brilliant at it. I'm going to show you the item now, and then what I'll do is I'll take it down into the shop, and then I'll show you it fitted and working. I'm going to print one of these off as well now, and I'm going to use it because at the moment the hose that comes out of the extraction hose that comes out of the S1, yeah, it's fine, it's like a plastic. It's not, which surprised me really. I always like the foil based inside the line because it gives you a little bit more protection. But it's absolutely fine, it does. It's quite long as well, and I connect the hose that I was using, which you'll have seen in the D1 when I've been using any of my lasers, you see, and I just have that nozzle pushed into the one from the X-Tool S1, and I've just duct taped it, and it's fine, it's working fine. But I'm going to do one of these magnetic clips because I think it's absolutely fantastic, the fact that it's easy and you can dismantle it and not taking clips off or pulling tape off. You don't have to seal it neither. It works. But yeah, I'll show you that now. Right, here we are with the item. Okay, I like square because I lay it on the floor and it's sat on the floor. It ain't trying to turn, it just sits there. Okay, it doesn't matter how we put it down, it just sits on the edge. It is sleeved and there's 4 magnets in it. It's as simple as that. They're inset and they're glued in with super glue. One's got a sleeve in, I'll tell you why, and the other one hasn't. That's the one exit of the extraction hose. The sleeve goes into the exit, so the air is passing this way, okay, like that. So that, once you put it in, it doesn't matter how you put it, it will still hold together. They're quite strong magnets of those. They're not expensive, and that's the sleeve. So the air goes in that way, comes out that way. the reason why this doesn't need sealing is, I'll tell you, is if you look inside the sleeve, and this is what I tell everybody when I 3D print, I look at a part and I look at how I can split it up, and especially ABS, or I do with PLA as well, is I look at how I can split it to make it printing easy. So there's basically two parts you have to print off, because this part and the body of that one are identical. Okay, so you just print two of those off and one of the sleeve, which is just a round tube. It is different on one end. It's very much tapered on the inside of that. That's for the airflow. Okay, so once you've printed it, that goes snugly inside there, and I use a liquid to bond it. You don't get much time with it, but it welds it together. You will not pull out of that. You'll have to break it. So, and you just run it in the joint and it seeps in, and it actually, as you can see in there, I don't know, you can see the light in there. Can you see it? Let's have a look, see if I can take it a bit closer. You can just see the lip in there. You see it? You just run this fluid down, and it's like when you're soldering, it draws it into the joint. That's fixed permanently. Okay. Now, as I was saying, the air passes through that way. Because it's passing through that way, on the other side, when you put this on, why it doesn't have to be sealed, as you can see it snaps together, is because as it's drawing it through, it creates a vacuum. Because it's not pressurized, it's going out and it's going out at a rate of knots. So anything on the slight gap that's on the inside, and there will be one ever so slightly, it won't come back out that way because it's passing it, so it creates a venturi, so that nothing leaks. I've tested it, and it works absolutely fine. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it around my shop for all my extraction hose. I can print them slightly bigger. The diameter of that is, I think it's about 90, 92, 93 outside diameter millimeters. That's so it allows it to go into the actual hose, because it's like corrugated, so to speak. Well, you'll know what I mean by that. And all you do then is put the clip down, so they're permanently fastened with the clip, or you can use cable ties. It doesn't matter if you haven't got the stainless steel clips. And then all I do is disconnect it, pull the other hose up, put it in the shop. At the moment, it's got a sleeve, and both hoses are on it, and it's got stainless steel Jubilee clips on. So it's not exactly permanent, so I have to coil it all back up in the shop, and I don't like that. So hence I've done this. It is simple to fit, but it just goes to show that when you've got a workshop and you need things like this, hold downs if you've got a laser, or other items, little drawer units, you've got the use of a 3D printer, you can save yourself some money. It's only a question of a bit of time and trial and error until you get the design right, and then off you go. There you go, another one into the realms of 3D printing. But yeah, I'll take you down to the shop and we'll show you working. Right, we're back in shop now. This is the two hoses that I was on about. It's like a, well, you'll see in a moment, it's got like a foiling lining inside, which gives it a little bit more protection as well. Now there's a sleeve in there, a 3D printed sleeve, and it's held on by 2 stainless steel Jubilee clips. That's fine, but I've got 5 meters in here and 5 meters outside. When you bring it back in, you can never, you have to close it all back up every time, everyone, and then put it somewhere and hope it doesn't unravel. But inevitably you just tend to wind it up and put it in the corner. But I want to be able to utilize the magnetic joining clip that I've 3D printed, so I can take it off and on, and then I can store that somewhere else and put the one from the laser to where it originally went. So I'm going to disconnect these and then I'll show you the hose inside. Should be using these clips again, so just loosen them off a little bit. Leave that clip on there, put that there, do the same here. And that's the sleeve. It's only 3D printed, but served its purpose. Right, get the magnetic joiner now. Remember I said to you that that must go that way, the flow goes that way, so that must go that way. Okay, we'll pop that in there. There's plenty to clamp onto as well, as you can see. I always put a bit of gaffer tape over the clip, it stops you catching yourself. There we go. That's that one on. Get some gaffer tape. This is solely just to stop you catching your hands. That's all this is for. One side done. Let's do the other side. There you go. Second side on. Give that a little bit more of a nip. There we go. Okay. There you are. That's that done. So now, moment of truth. There we go. I'll switch the fan on for you. There's no leakage whatsoever. It will swivel. So yeah, I'm rather pleased with that. I'll show you how I utilise the hose outside. Right there you can see my layout for the hose, and it goes around the corner. Whereas before I had to pull all this back into the shop. I don't have to bother now. And if I want to use that for the connection for just outside there, I can just separate it. If I'm doing some light engraving, I don't have to put this out, especially if it's raining. I can just tuck it out down the side. So yeah, really pleased with that. So that's it for this short video, just to show you another problem solved. 3D printing, bit of design work, a few magnets, bit of plastic, and you've sorted I considered an annoying problem. It did its job as it was before, but to coil 10 meters of the hose up was a bit of a bind. But yeah, it's problem solved. I'm going to make one now for the back of the S1, and that'll be connected the same way, so job good. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, it does help my channel. I really appreciate it. I answer everybody's comments and I help them where I can. So as I say at the end of every video, you be safe, you be careful, and bye for now. Bye.